So to round out our conversation about estate planning, I want to talk about two last topics, and that is tax planning and asset protection planning. And this is what really separates our practice from other practices and attorneys. Just a lot of estate planning attorneys don't focus on either one. And this is the most important two things for high net worth clients. So two things that you need to be thinking about. With asset protection, what are we even protecting our assets from? Many people, high net worth clients, business owners, executives, white collar professionals, doctors, lawyers, CPAs, engineers, architects, I'm sure I'm forgetting someone else. They typically are up against a level of legal scrutiny that other people aren't. People are looking to sue them for negligence, malpractice, a variety of different things. So this is what we're protecting your assets from: lawsuits. So there's a variety of different trust strategies that we can implement to help shield your assets from creditors, from lawsuits. So South Dakota in the US is by far the best jurisdiction. There's other jurisdictions that people like for a variety of different reasons. We use South Dakota and wholeheartedly believe that South Dakota is the best jurisdiction for asset protection planning. There's also income tax planning. They don't have a state income tax, so there's a way to implement that as well as part of your asset protection planning. Offshore, we use Cook Islands Trust. Cook Islands is a country off of New Zealand and a Polynesian country. So these are the two jurisdictions that we really focus on. Depending on your circumstances and your situation, domestic is fine, but then again, offshore may be the way that you need to go. It's not one size fits all. Just know that there are different strategies and there's different ways to protect your assets from the whole host of lawsuits and creditor situations that are out there. Lastly, tax planning. So the biggest and most overlooked opportunity for estate planning is income tax and capital gains tax reductions. You should be using trust planning to reduce and potentially even avoid state income tax. So if you're selling a business or you have a large investment stock portfolio, there's a conversation to have. Also, to the extent that you're passing on assets to other people, we need to be having a conversation about how to get a step up in basis to reduce capital gains tax. These two things are just grossly overlooked. And then last, estate tax planning. So you may not have an estate tax issue if you were to die today, but you might 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Maybe you don't end up with one. Maybe your children end up with one because of the wealth you passed to them. You created generational wealth. Effective estate planning, good estate planning, is going to make sure that regardless of what the tax laws are or when you pass away, whether it's you or a future generation, you're avoiding estate tax. Don't wait till you have a tax problem to do tax planning. Tax planning occurs way on the front end before you ever have an issue. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. So make sure you're having these conversations before it's too late.